Yes. All right. Before I start, I'll show you a good essay written by Shrath. And we can have this essay as a model. Also, there is another good essay also by Yaqeen. I have also other good essays, wallahi, written by your colleagues, but I'd like just to uh, let you have a look at this essay written by Shrath. This is a very good essay. Shrath wrote about online learning. She starts with her hawk. This is the hawk, and the hawk was broad. She started from like the inverted pyramid. She followed the approach of inverted pyramid from broad, and she goes to specific details here. Then she gave the connecting information, and finally the thesis statement. The majority of essays I had last time do not or didn't have thesis statement. Your thesis statement is the most important part of your essay. You can't have an essay without a thesis statement. Your thesis statement is the roadmap, So you have to make sure that you have a thesis statement and you have three main ideas. Look, the advantages are distractions, technical difficulties, and health issues. Now, if we go to the body of the essay, she starts with, firstly, she used transition words, distractions, around us make online learning an effective method of teaching students. This is a very good topic sentence. Now, this is a paragraph. Now, the paragraph must start with what? Must start with a topic sentence, right? So you can't have, again, you can't have a paragraph without a topic sentence. Now, she starts explaining, giving us information to support or supporting details, major supporting details and minor supporting details. Look at her major supporting details. It is extremely difficult to maintain the ideal classroom environment in houses. In fact, they are source to a plethora of unwanted sounds and noises. This is major detail. Now she starts with what? With minor detail. For instance, students with younger spellings are distracted by their tantrums. Apart from crying toddlers, there is always some form of repair work taking place at homes. They are accompanied by drilling noises, erratic plumpers, unpleasant. These are examples. Excellent. So these are what? Minor details. Now here, this is another major detail. Residential areas are subjected to loud traffic, rush hour, especially in the morning when, so this is, I'll highlight it for you in blue. Shrath, are you with us, Shrath? Shrath, can you hear me, Shrath? Yeah, thank you. You have a very nice essay. So we'll take it as a model. Yeah, we had other good essays, by the way, Yani. This essay, Yani, this is just an example, Yani. I will upload other essays for you. Moreover, residential areas, this is another or the second major detail. So this is the way I'd like you to follow. You have a major detail, topic sentence, major detail, minor details. Major details, here we have minor details. Among all other distractions, phones here, this is second. Third, among other distractions, phones are undoubtedly the main cause for lost concentration. Calls, this is the third major details. Calls and notifications lure students to pick up their phones in middle of sessions, etc. Since teachers are unable to thoroughly supervise them, they can freely glance at their phones from time to time. Excellent. Finally, classes don't tend to become monotonous due to lack of face-to-face engagement among students. Therefore, they lose, yeah. And she closed her paragraph. Now she starts with a topic sentence and with a closing sentence to the paragraph. Therefore, they lose interest and end up daydreaming. Excellent. So this is a very excellent paragraph. Here again, she had the same. She had the topic sentence, supporting details here. Look at the transition words, at the details she provided here. For example, here, these here with again, yeah, such as convenience, etc. So I will upload this essay in order to save time. Yeah, lastly, but not most importantly, online education has taken a heavy toll on the health of students. Excellent. And here she also provided information, and she uses, look at the transition words here. Yeah, excellent. Additionally, furthermore, excellent, Ashrath. Yeah, this was a very excellent essay. Also, the conclusion here, online learning has several disadvantages. Students must deal with daily distractions at home, solve technical problems, and worry about their health. Excellent. She did a paraphrase for her thesis statement. All these disadvantages prove that e-learning is not the ideal way of imparting education. Instead, traditional classrooms are widely viewed to be the best way of quality learning. Again, this is a recommendation. So she end up with a recommendation. Summary plus recommendation. Excellent, Ashraf. This is a very good essay. There are many essays, by the way, but because we don't have time, I have another also good essay by Yaqeen. Yaqeen also, yeah. She had a good example. Yeah, clear topic, a clear thesis statement, topic sentence in each paragraph, and she had major details, minor details, topic sentence details, topic sentence details, and the conclusion. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, Yaqeen. And by the way, there are so many good essays. Okay, yeah. Today I will talk about the fourth. You welcome, Yaqeen. And I will upload your essays for students, Yaqeen and Ishrath. I will upload your essays on Blackboard and other essays, in order to give your colleagues an idea about what is required and how the essay is written. In order to share benefits among other colleagues. All right? Yeah. طبعا today inshallah our quiz will start at 11:40, so at 11:35 I will stop. 11:35 I will stop. At 11:40 we will have the quiz. The quiz will consist of two questions. The first question consists of 10 sentences, multiple choice. I will give you a topic, a sentence, and I will ask you, is this an effective thesis statement or it is an announcement? It is too narrow or is it too narrow or is it too broad? Just to select the answer. This is broad, this is effective, this is a thesis statement, this is an announcement, etc. And then the second question, inshallah, I will give you 5 topics. Let's say, for example, reading. And I will ask you to write a thesis statement. Online shopping, I will ask you to write a thesis. It will be easy, inshallah, for all of you. All right? Today, inshallah, we will, 11:40 will start, ya Abdul Aziz. Exam will start 11:40. 11:35, I will stop the lecture. Okay, Habibi? Now, the fourth step in essay writing, I uploaded this file for you on Blackboard. Here, this chapter, we will revise. It will show you how to revise so that your sentences flow smoothly and clearly. Edit so that your sentences are error-free. Revising sentences. We have to follow the following strategies. First of all, use parallelism. Number 2, use a consistent point of view. Number 3, use specific words. 4, use active verbs rather than passive verbs. Active verbs. But sometimes, if you think that there is it is a must to use passive. You can use passive, but you should keep in mind that you have to use the active verbs. Use concise words. Vary your sentences. Simple sentence. You use simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, and so on. The exam, by the way, regarding the quiz, you will use look down browser. You will use look down browser. Now, parallelism. What do we mean by parallelism? Words in a pair or a series should have parallel structure. For example, look at these examples here. My job includes, this is non-parallel, not balanced. My job includes checking the inventory, initialing the orders, and to call the suppliers. Includes checking, initialing, this is ing, and here we have to infinitive. So this is what we mean by parallelism. So here you have to have ing. Why? Because this is a connector, a coordinator. In Arabic we call it harf al-atf. So when we use and, all the structure in the sentence must be parallel. Must be parallel here, or balanced. ing, so the verb must be ing. Look. Second example, the game show contestant was told to be cheerful, adjective, charming, adjective, and with enthusiasm. Look here, this is a noun. It should be an adjective, enthusiastic, right? Adjective. So the third must be adjective. Enthusiastic. Grandmother likes to read mystery novel, to do needlepoint and surfing the internet. To do. Yeah, we have verb to do. So this must be to surf. Now we painted the trim in the living room. The wallpaper was put up by a professional. We painted the trim in the living room. The wallpaper was put by a professional. So the first sentence is what? Active. And the second sentence is passive. So the second sentence must be active rather than passive, because the first sentence is what? The first sentence is active. Now here, look at the semicolon here. We use the semicolon instead of and, but, or. We use semicolon instead of connectors and, but, or, right? We have, you know, now the coordinators. What are the coordinators? When we talk about compound sentence, a compound sentence consists of two simple sentences which are linked together by a coordinator. What are the coordinators in English? How many coordinators do we have? We can have them in one word: fanboys. Fanboys. F for stands for A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. Fanboys, right? Fanboys. Yani we put them in one word in order to remember them. F for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. So here we use a semicolon. We can use a semicolon instead of coordinators. So instead of a coordinator, you can use a semicolon. So have you got the idea of a coordinator? So a coordinator, the semicolon, a semicolon is used instead of a coordinator. Instead of saying and, or but, or, etc., we use sometimes semicolon. So have you got the idea? Have you got the idea of parallelism? Have you got the idea of parallelism? You know what I mean by parallelism? If you have ing, if you have a coordinator, if you have ing, so the verb will be ing before and after, and you will have the same form of the verb. Adjectives, nouns, etc. This is what we mean by parallelism. Here we have some examples. If you look at this activity here, chocolate, by the way, you can download this from this file from Blackboard. Florida is famous for its wonderful weather, theme parks that are family oriented, and great fishing. What do you think? Where's the problem? Wonderful weather, theme parks that are family oriented, and great fishing. No, not fishing. Not fishing, yes, Sarah. This is oriented and great. Oriented, this is adjective. And great also, this is an adjective. Fishing, this is a noun. It's wonderful here. Comma, theme park. Theme parks. Florida is famous for its wonderful weather. Theme parks that are family. Comma, theme parks that are family oriented. Comma, and great fishing. The problem with this one here, theme parks that are family oriented. This is the problem here. In this part. This is adjective. This is adjective. This is not an adjective. Family oriented theme parks. Family oriented theme parks. Then we should what? We should delete that and are. Okay? Family oriented theme park. So now we have adjectives. All right, have you got the idea? Family oriented theme parks. How about the second one? Many people share the same three intense fears: being in high places, working with numbers, and speeches. Being in, working with, speaking speeches, well, delivering. We need a verb here, right? And delivering speeches, right? The garden posted a line of fruit trees that were mature, several rows of vegetables, and a large stand of rose bushes. What do you think? Look, that are mature is the same like this. The garden posted a line of mature fruit trees, a line of mature fruit trees, a line of mature, adjective here, a line of mature fruit trees. The History Channel offers many programs that are timely, well researched, and that people find interesting. Easy. Are you following me? Are you following me? Do you hear me? Alhamdulillah. So this one interesting, yeah. Excellent, interesting. And adjectives. Adjectives, huh? Five. 5. To become a dancer, Lola is taking lessons, working in amateur shows, auditioned for professional companies, working. So this one must be what? Auditioning, ing, right? Next. Juan's last job offered security, a better chance for advance, and a better chance for advancement is offered by his new job. Juan's last job offered security, a better chance for advancement is offered by his new job. So the problem with the second sentence here, this is active, this is passive, right? So this sentence must be what? His new job offered him a better chance for advancement. Offered him a better chance for. Cell phones allow us to communicate, store important information, and they can even be used to take photographs. To communicate, store, and you should delete this, and take photographs. Cell phones allow us to communicate, store important information, and take photographs. Because the dying woman was dignified and with courage, she won everyone's respect. Because the dying woman was dignified with courage, she won everyone's respect. What do you think? Courageous, yeah. Dignified and courageous. Adjective. The candidate for governor promised that she would cut taxes, reform public education, and do something to rebuild roads and bridges. The candidate for government promised that she would cut taxes, reform public education, and do something to rebuild roads and bridges. What do you think? Easy. And rebuild roads and bridges, right? Without do something to. Yeah, without do something to. If we are not careful, we will leave the next generation polluted air, contaminated water, and forests that are dying. Dying forest. Excellent. لأنه هي that are. This is the problem here. Dying forest. Adjective, adjective, adjective. Yes. So this is for the parallelism. Here, use a consistent view or point of view. Use a consistent point of view. Here, consistency with verbs. Consistency with verbs. Don't shift verbs tense unnecessarily. If you begin writing a paper in the present tense, don't shift suddenly to the past. If you begin in the past, don't shift without reason to the present. Note the inconsistent verb tense in the following example here. The gardener breaks up the hard earth with a shovel, added peat, moss, and other compost, then plants. Look, simple present, then simple past, then simple present. This is unnecessary shift. So you start with simple present, continue in simple present. You start with simple past, continue with simple past. Right? Have you got the idea? This is an activity here. An aggressive news photographer knocked a reporter to the ground as the movie stars arrive for the Academy Awards. We start with what? Simple past. So this should be what? Simple past. The winning wheelchair racer in the marathon slumped back in exhaustion and asks. Simple past, asks, ed, right? Yes. George Washington, yeah, excellent, yeah. George Washington won his first battle when he defeated, yeah. Charles Conrad and Alan Bean landed on the moon in 1969 and gathered rock samples, and they wrote, right? Yes. John Steinbeck wrote his masterpiece, The Grapes of Wrath, عناقيد الغضب, in 1939, but he didn't. Galileo didn't invent the telescope, but he improved. Yes. Ralph Brett opened the bag of cheese puffs with his teeth, grasps handfuls of the salty orange and stuff, right? Ripped, simple past, and stuffed, simple past, so grabbed, ed. From his perch high up on the rocky cliff, the eagle spots a white-tailed rabbit and swooped down toward his victim. Yes, spotted, yes. An American physicist was the first to measure the speed of light when he calculated, yes. When the great earthquake struck San Francisco in 1906, the entire city bends the ground, yes. Yeah. So by the way, in the second exam, inshallah, sorry, in the midterm exam, you will have examples like these, right? Now, consistency with pronouns. You are all aware of consistency with pronouns. First person singular pronoun, I, my, mine, me singular, plural, we, our, us. You know the pronouns. There is no need to talk about pronouns because you know what do mean by pronouns and how to use the consistent pronouns here. Look at this example. This is an example of inconsistent use of pronoun. One of the fringe benefits of my job is that you can use a company credit card for gasoline. You are talking about my. right? So you have to use I can use, not you can. Though we like most of our neighbors, there are a few you can't get along with. We, our neighbors, you can't. We can't. Because we use we, our, so this must be we. Look at the example here. Exercise. Now, when I examined the used car, you could see, I could see. Many people are ignorant of side effects that diets can have on your health. Many people. There. Yeah, there. Excellent. I'm always nervous when the dentist examines my teeth because you never know what she will find. I. Yeah, instead of you, I. It is expensive for us to take public transportation to work every day, but what choice do you have? Do you have if you can't afford a car? Us. We, yes. During the border crisis, each country refused to change their aggressive stance. Their border crisis, each country. It's excellent. It's. If you go to Chicago, one should visit the Art Institute. Yeah, excellent. We don't have enough money to travel to Egypt, but you can learn about the pyramids on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, we, excellent. Maria loves algebra problems because solving them gives you a sense of accomplishment. Gives here, yeah, excellent. It's hard for us to pay for health insurance, but you don't dare go without it. Us, we. People often take a first aid course so that we can learn how to help choking and heart attack victims. They, yes. There are several ways you can impress your new boss. For example, one should dress well. You should dress well, arrive at work on time, etc. Now, the last thing I'd like to highlight for this lecture, this point, and I will stop here. Here, use specific words. What do you mean by specific words here? To be an effective writer, you must use specific words rather than general words. Specific words create pictures in the reader's mind. They can capture interest, help capture interest, and make your meaning clear. Now, compare these sentences. The plane landed at the airport. This is general. The United Airlines 747 landed at Reagan National Airport. Now it's specific. Now we are, as a reader, I know what plan are you talking about. Animals came into the place. Which animal? Hungry lions baited slightly. Now the man signed the paper. Who's the man? The biology teacher. Right? Look here. This sentence is what is more specific. The biology teacher hastily scribbled his name on the course withdrawal slip. Right? Yeah. So more descriptive. Yes, it is more descriptive. Here are ways to make your specific sentences specific. Use exact names. Luke fixed the muffler on his car. Luke fixed the muffler on his 2007 Chevrolet Impala. Use lively verbs. The flag moved in the breeze. The flag fluttered in the breeze. Fluttered. Use descriptive words, modifiers before nouns. A man strained to lift the cart. A heavy set, perspiring man strained to lift the heavy wooden cart. Use words that relate to the senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch. The tourists enjoyed a picnic lunch of cheese, bread, and olives. The tourist enjoys a picnic lunch of sharp cheese, crusty bread, and spicy olives. Taste. The campers built a fire of pine and cedar. The campers built a fire of aromatic pine and cedar. A noise told the crowd that there were 2 minutes left to play. A piercing whistle told the cheering crowd that there were 2 minutes left to play. Next time, inshallah, we will focus on this one and you will do this one. I'll stop here. Now the exam will start, sorry, the quiz will start after 5 minutes. Okay. Now it's time to go, and I will